Hello and welcome to Market Wrap with Raja. Today is the 28th of March 2021, and the way the markets have given us the trouble, it clearly indicates that the market is just like the ship which is stuck in the Suez Canal. It's neither moving ahead nor moving behind, and it's definitely posing a challenge. Well, I'm going to be showing you what is possible and what is not. But before that, let's try and understand what can we learn from the ship. What are we learning from this particular ship? It is saying us that whenever we are having a huge portfolio or a huge position, or when things are not clear, you have to learn how to navigate. Well, in the markets today, all of us are having some heavy baggage of some bias which we have been carrying over the last few months. But then you got to realize that in the markets, when things are not so clear over the last few weeks, we should know how to navigate in such scenario, and that's what brings the concept of technical analysis and the concept of chart reading everything into play. Because unless and until you don't need to know how to read the trend, is always going to be a challenge. But then if you are visiting my video for the first time, I'm sure that you'll be seeing my past videos that I have been speaking about a range bound scenario, a probable decline, and a ranging scenario which could emerge. And now we are looking into that. So I would like you to hit the like button. I would like you to hit the subscribe button so that you stay notified of such important discussions that I keep having in. Now, coming back once again to the ship which is stuck in the Suez Canal. Is it going to come out? Answer is of course yes. Otherwise, the world is losing billions of dollars, and the Suez Canal Authority is having a nightmare challenging their whole scenario which is out there. So what I'm trying to convey here is that similar to the Suez Canal Authority, even our own trading portfolio is having a challenge right now to find out what can we do. Should I sell my positions or should I add to my position? So this kind of trials and tribulations is what something which we'll go through. But then market always goes through such phases. But then if you are staying connected with the right people like me, you will be able to know that how to read the markets, where are the good points to enter, where are the good points to exit, and that's what will make your market reading a much better place. Well, the way the markets are looking out, Nifty at 14,400 look to be a strong recovery, but then what's really happening at higher levels? You are once again having some resistances. At 33,000, it looked all glory for Bank Nifty once again to revive, but then right at around 35,000, once again there is some supply emerging. So it's a buy on dip, sell on rally market. And how do we identify the dip and how do we identify the rally? Don't worry about it, yours truly is out here. So let's get right in and find out what are the charts saying, और charts में से क्या नजर आ रहा है और charts में से कैसे काम कर सकते हैं. So let's get there and find out. We can see now on the charts that the prices have been in a continuous decline since the mid of March. Since the mid of March, the prices have been continuously descending, as we are seeing on the charts. And what I'm showing right now on the charts is the power of Fibonacci retracements. And I particularly concentrate on three sets of numbers which have got a very big impact. And what I'm finding is an alternating sequence of numbers. And when I took a look at the charts, every reaction, okay, every reaction has come into some bit of commonality over the last few days. And let's see if this particular commonality repeats again. But for that, let's step down into the intraday charts. And as we are looking at the intraday charts, you can see here the rally or the pullback, you can say, from the mid of March. You can see here from 15th of March, it went into the 50% retracement. Okay, 50% retracement. I'm just trying off this whole leg to the way down. Okay, there was a 50% retracement out here, and from there, once it started declining again, the prices again went into a 78.6 retracement. And now from that point, so from the Fibonacci resistance zone, when the prices fell again, the prices are coming to a 50% retracement. So what we are seeing is, first there is a rally to 50%, then there was a decline, and then from here there was a rise,
The rise came into 78.6. Then there was a decline, and now the rise has come into a 50% retracement. So what we are going to see right now, okay, what we are going to see right now is how far can this sustain. Now if there is a pullback once again, then we need to see where is it going to go. So if there is a pullback, all right, if there is a pullback which goes beyond this particular zone, so whether can it mimic this particular retracement. You can see here I am going to this particular low of 15th of March, and let me see what do I get here. If I put 1.618, 2.618, or even 2 rather, so I am finding that I am not having anything in common. So I will not use this at the moment, and I will wait for the decline to emerge and then a subsequent rally, right? A subsequent rally could see a 78.6 level of that swing. So when that happens, we'll see that. But right now, what you are seeing is once it comes into a 78.6 or a 50% retracement, 50% we have been focusing on, it is a good reaction point. So right now, overall, the Fibonacci levels are playing a very important role. So focus on intraday pullbacks to 50% and 78.6. So right now there is a pullback to 50% and 78.6. Now let me just remove all of these on the intraday charts, and let me just dip in deeper, and let me just maybe go to a 75-minute chart. And what I observe here, okay, what I observe here is that this particular gap area, okay, this particular gap area has now been filled, and there is some hesitation on sustaining the revival. And now if you were to see a move to the upside, okay, then this is the upper end of that move, which is close to around 14,700, and that could be a important area to watch out for, 14,700, because this is a trend line. There is a trend line resistance here, and also if you take a help of retracement, you will find that 14,700 to 750 will be your 78.6. So once again that concept comes into play. So that is something which you should watch out for on the intraday charts. So now let's get into the daily charts and see whether we have got anything in store for you. So once I go to the daily charts, okay, once I go to the daily charts, so let me just go to the daily charts here. Okay, I have the daily charts of Nifty with me here, and you can see the daily charts of Nifty. It is clearly indicating that there are certain thresholds of revival which has been tested right now. And what you can see here is the first point, which is the gap area, which has shown some bit of recovery and trying to its best to give some bit of push to the upside. And this particular trend line support which we are seeing right now has definitely indicated that the prices could see some move to the upside, but then it's going to be a challenging time ahead. And the third aspect is on the daily charts, I'm observing that a Fibonacci level of 14,370 combined with the gap area continues to be an important zone. So we had spoken about this particular zone last week. Once again, we are touching base on that because unlike last week, there was a test of this level, but then after that closing below that level, we have seen a rebound recovery on the beginning of the April series. We need to see whether the trends will sustain, and for that, what we decided to do was dip down into the lower panel. Okay, once you take a glance at the lower panel, what you are having here is something called as the RSI, Relative Strength Index, which speaks about the momentum. So now what you are seeing here is that it has dipped down into the 40 zone, and from there it is showing a rebound, right? It is showing a rebound, and this particular rebound is going to help the prices escalate higher. We have to see whether other cues from the global markets are going to step in. We're going to see whether the other cues from the domestic markets are going to step in, and then all of that put together can give some bit of momentum. But then, with a curtailed week coming up, we have to be watchful of the rallies which we are going to see right now. And along with this, the counterpart, Bank Nifty, how has it been playing? And when you take a look at the Bank Nifty, ये काफ़ी दिनों से घिस घिसते हुए इट हैज़ बीन कमिंग डाउन, और ये जो डिक्लाइन जो देख रहे हैं हम यहाँ पे, इट इज़ क्लियरली इंडिकेटिंग कि द बेरिश प्रेशर कंटिन्यूज टू एग्जिस्ट, और जो 2 महीने में सिर्फ रेड कैंडल्स ही दिख रहे हैं, एंड द डिक्लाइन जो दिखा है हमने, इट हैज़ कम डाउन इनटू अ गुड सपोर्ट एरिया. तो इस सपोर्ट एरिया जो है यहाँ पर 2 इंपॉर्टेंट ऑब्जर्वेशंस है. एक है ये जो वैल्यू एरिया जो हाइस थे पहले, इट हैज़ बिकम अ नाउ रेजिस्टेंस से सपोर्ट बन गया है, एंड यहाँ से जो मूवमेंट देखा है हमने 33,000 के आगे, इट हैज़ गॉन वेरी स्विफ्टली टू 37,000, और वहाँ से एकदम स्लोली स्टडीली जो करेक्शन हुआ है, इट हैज़ कम डाउन इनटू द सपोर्ट एरिया वंस अगेन. और आगे चल के ये जो लेवल है 32,700 और 14,300 काफ़ी मायने रखता है हमारे लिए एज फार एज द मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स आर कंसर्न्ड. और नीचे की तरफ भी आप देखेंगे तो यहाँ पे आपको नज़र आ रहा है कि दिस पर्टिकुलर RSI levels around 40 is playing an important part. So निफ्टी और बैंक निफ्टी दोनों पे हम देख रहे हैं कि RSI इज ट्राइंग टू रिबाउंड, एक दोबारा बुलिश की उम्मीद, and we have to see whether the markets are going to support this bullishness, और क्या ये bullishness वापस आएगा, या it's going to be a challenging scenario for the days to come. So this is what is the observations which I am seeing right now on the charts, और इसको देखते हुए नजर आ रहा है कि the chances of a market recovery is definitely on the cards, but then it's going to be a challenging scenario because markets are definitely not clear. So keep on looking at this kind of videos, and try to give your inputs on the comment box, so that you know that yes, these inputs are being beneficial and you are able to get something out of the market sharing.
So great. I'm sure that you got some insights on some key levels. Well, market has not moved anything much, but then those are the key levels which you should be tracking, because the next week is going to be a curtail week. And in a curtail week, the chances of congestions are very high. And after that week, we will start having the Q4 results and all those things coming into play. And that will help us get some idea कि आगे का ट्रेंड क्या है और आगे का ट्रेंड पे कैसे काम करना है. But फिलहाल we are going to be looking at a congestion scenario. So look at some stock specific approaches. I'll be sharing out some videos in the coming week about some stock specific approaches. So stay connected, stay tuned in, and do participate in the markets. Till then, this is Dada Venkatraman signing off. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader and also your trading influencer. Been in the markets for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy.